new day, and we'll be making history. Are you with me? Won't you stay? We have come so far. This is who we are. And like the rising sun, we have just begun to play our part. This is the time we form the chorus. Lift your voice for those before us. We can rely on one another. Feel the pride, let's show our colors. We are heroes and dreamers. We are.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time it is, wherever you are. This is Gail of Gaia, and this is Free Range, where we graze on wild ideas. And today, I want you to think about what shape is the Earth really? And this is a mystical sage inquiry with AI that I did, and I just have a number of things that I would like to present, mainly just to make you think about what we've been told and where we're at this time in this regard. So, throughout history, we've gazed at the heavens and wondered, what is the true shape of the world beneath our feet? Are we really spinning on a ball at over 1,000 miles per hour? Or have we been sold a cosmic lie? Many believe the Earth is a globe, a beautiful blue marble suspended in the vastness of space. But others suggest that the narrative is not based on truth, but deception. And I've also included some quotes by Leon Sinclair as well as Christian 21 concerning this very topic. Okay. Some say flat earth theory is a distraction or a psyop. So we're going to look at those and let's look a little deeper into that. The programming begins at a very young age. In the classroom, we have the teacher showing us a globe. There's a globe in every classroom. So it's in our cartoons, it's even in our dreams. But when did this belief become truth? Why did NASA's own astronaut, Don Pettit, say, I'd go to the moon in a nanosecond, but the technology to do that no longer exists. We destroyed it. What? Wait a minute. What? Okay. If we can't go back to the moon, can we really trust the images of the Earth we were shown? Let me bring up another caption that I think is very well relevant as far as NASA is concerned. I've always known it to be not a straight answer. So it's Christian 21 said, NASA is not a space agency. It's a Hollywood studio with military clearance. So we're going to take a few looks at some of the other things. The other thing that's interesting, and if you look at different pictures, you have to wonder, we never feel the spin. We never see the curve. Airplane pilots don't account for curvature. Long distance photography reveals objects we shouldn't see, according to Globe Math. Is gravity really the answer? Or is it another unproven theory taught as a fact? So there's a lot that goes into this, and there's a lot that we have to take into consideration. And the main purpose of this particular show is just to make you think and to not let yourself be trapped in the prison of the mind. And I think this is very true. And this was said by Leon Sinclair. It's not just about shape. It's about control. Belief shapes experience. And when truth is hidden, the soul is caged. The shape of the earth isn't the issue. It's the prison of the mind that matters. And that's a quote by Leon St. Clair. And here's another picture of, you just don't see any curvature there, do you? So, and then I'll go back to this picture, which I think we've seen before. So, that being said, we are going to also consider some of the other things that have been said. For example, we have, flat earth has been called a psyop, and some say flat earth is just another trap, a honeypot to discredit truthers. They might be right, but others feel their spirit resonates with the firmament described in ancient texts. Let me show you. I have a picture that kind of portrays some of that. So that is when we have things like, and God said, let there be a firmament in the midst of the waters, and let it divide the waters from the waters. This isn't just about geometry or astronomy. It's about who we are and why we're here. A dome above us and waters below is still an unmoving earth set on foundations. He set the earth, another Psalm 104:5 says, He set the earth on its foundations. It can never be moved. Was that just poetry or encoded truth? Do we know? Well, when we question the globe, we're not just questioning science. We're breaking the spell of control. And that's important. Never allow your mind to be controlled or be put in a prison. And that is something that has been said also by Leon Sinclair, which I do appreciate. Let me see which picture we have here. Okay. Let me bring up this. It's not just about the shape, about control, belief shapes experience. And when truth is hidden, the soul is caged. The shape of the earth isn't the issue. It's the prison of the mind that matters. So the other thing to keep in mind, they didn't just lie about the earth. They lied about who you really are. And that's why I decided to bring forth some information in this regard. I'm not saying it's one way, I'm not saying it's the other way, but I'm saying at this stage of the game, we need to question everything. I've also included in the chat a couple of videos where the one is an aerospace engineer doing flat earth testimony. Then there's another one, flat earth to the edge and back. So these indicators are really something you have to take into consideration. But we've been so we're seekers of the truth, and we have to move beyond the programming. And you have to realize the amount of programming that we've all been subjected to, because it seems like it's a non-ending cycle of lies. And when we question the globe, we're not just questioning science, we're breaking the spell of control, and we're awakening. And that's what's really important. Let me show you there's another picture. And I thought I had one more. And then I have this picture too. And when you look across, you don't see any curvature. And so that definitely is something to think about. And I know people get very hostile and get very, very, say nasty things to people who might say that the earth is flat. And I don't see why. There's a good reasoning behind this. And some of the math doesn't fit the globe at all. And some of it, my thing is this. Since we've been lied about everything, they wrote the books, they wrote the texts, they wrote the things that you're making and trying to prove that it is a globe. So you have to ask yourself, wait a minute. If they wrote the text, they're going to support what they believe to be true. Wouldn't you say that's true? So all I'm trying to do is to really get you to think about this, because there's much more to this story, and that's what I said. What if neither one is true completely? Because we don't have all the information. And that's where I'm coming from. I really question whether or not we have all the information. But I can tell you one thing, I sure don't feel any spin. I rarely see, I've never seen any curve. Um, and airplane pilots don't account for the curvature, which I find fascinating. So, how do you explain that? Um, and here's one of the biggest things that I think you might want to consider, and that is, and this is also a quote from Christian 21, the earth has been misrepresented to break your connection to the divine. And he also hinted at a deeper deception, one that challenges not just science, but our entire perception of reality. And Leon calls it the great unmasking. So we've been programmed to mock the truth before we've even looked at it. And that's what happens when it comes to this subject a lot. I get rather annoyed with people that get so hostile and angry toward anyone who even brings up the concept of a flat earth and the firmament and all of that. So here's another um, little picture for you to look at and read. So much of what we, as we continue to delve into what really what's really going on in our world, what's really true, and what have we been lied to about, besides just about everything. I just wanted to bring out some of these points so that you can think about this with a more open mind. You have to have an open mind, because maybe it's not just about proving flatness or wrongness. Maybe it's about breaking free from the lies we've been fed. Because we really, I mean, when you think about it, the lies are endless. The earth isn't a random spinning ball in a godless universe. If it's designed, enclosed, protected, then we are central, intentional, and divinely created. Did you ever think of it that way? That's another way to consider it. So, to question the shape of the earth is to question the entire system. And once you start asking questions, you never see the world the same again. And we have to ask those questions. So let me see if there's anything else I wanted to bring up. Well, I think I covered just about most of what I wanted to bring up. This is just a short video. The stage is set for disclosure, and you, dear soul, are the calm in this chaos. So we'll never forget that. And you're the signal in the storm, as I've said in the past. So stay in resonance, stay in truth, and stay free. And know that there's more to this story than we've ever been told. And don't mock people who believe the earth is flat. The more I read, the more I research, the more I think there's more to that story than we think. And you need to realize that, again, being lied to about everything is certainly an issue. Because again, look at a picture one more time, and this other picture, and then remember in school, I mean, we think they're in globes in every classroom. And NASA's not a space agency. It's a Hollywood studio with military clearance. Never forget that. That is a truth. So that being said, this is just a short little make you think video, and I hope it does. And this is free range, and I didn't notice that I had 3 E's in free range, but that's because we want to be free. So where nature meets knowing, truth, nature, and awakening. Please, thank you for listening, and thank you for having an open mind and taking all thoughts into consideration, because that's what we really need to do. Thank you for listening, and I'll see you again soon with some other little tidbit. I think I'm going to do one on why can we not use the word cure. If you've ever noticed, it's you get in big trouble if you say you cure anything. There's a reason for it, and I will be explaining that in another short video like this one. So thank you so much for listening. Take time and think about this, and I'll see you again soon. Much love out there. Stay in the light, stay in the truth, and by all means, stay free and stay resonating with unconditional love, compassion, empathy, and the things that make the malevolent ones, sets them on fire. So see you again soon. Much love.
We have found our way. It's a brand new day, and we'll be making history. Are you with me? Won't you stay? We have come so far. This is who we are, and like the rising sun, we have just begun to play our part. This is the time we form the chorus. Lift your voice for those before us. We can rely on one another. Feel the pride, let's show our colors. We are heroes and dreamers. We are restless believers, stronger than ever. Never say never. Don't look back now, don't look back now. Stand with each other. We are sisters and brothers, finding our place and running the race. We'll take our chance and seize the moment. Hold on tight and don't let go of all your hopes and dreams that light the way. We control our fate. Destiny awaits. We are all the actors in the stories we create. Hope will be our guide. We'll no longer hide. When we roll like thunder, feel the wonder from inside. This is the time we form the chorus. Lift your voice for those